Revelation 5 shows worship centered on the Lamb who was slain. Revelation 4 shows worship around God's throne. Revelation 5 shows worship moving from the throne toward the nations. The center of this chapter is the scroll sealed with 7 seals in God's right hand. This scroll is connected to the sealed prophecy in Daniel 12. In Daniel, the final mystery was hidden, but in Revelation, the time has come for it to be opened. The main question of the scroll is this: how will God's kingdom come on earth while evil empires still rule?
John becomes very sad because no one is worthy to open the scroll. If the scroll is not opened, God's plan will not move forward. Evil empires will continue to rule. God's people will not be fully protected, and the hope of the new heaven, new earth, and new Jerusalem will not be fulfilled. Then one of the elders tells John that someone is worthy. He is the Lion of the tribe of Judah and the Root of David. These titles point to the promised Messiah. But when John looks, he does not see a lion. He sees a lamb who was slain.
This is one of the great surprises of Revelation. The Messiah wins not by violence or worldly power, but through sacrifice, suffering, the cross, and resurrection. Jesus is the true Israel and the true human being. He completes the calling that humanity and Israel failed to fulfill. Because Jesus died and rose again, he defeated evil and death. That is why he is worthy to open the scroll. The Lamb receives authority like the Son of Man in Daniel 7. He also has 7 eyes, which symbolize the fullness of God's Spirit.
When the Lamb takes the scroll, worship begins in heaven. The prayers of the saints are also brought before God. These prayers show why God's plan of judgment and salvation must be carried out. The prayers of the martyrs ask God to prove his people right and to judge evil empires and idol worship. The heavenly beings sing a new song to the Lamb. In the Old Testament, a new song often celebrates God's victory over enemies and his new work of salvation. The Lamb is worthy because he purchased people for God by his blood from every tribe, language, people, and nation.
Through the blood of Jesus, God's people become a kingdom and priests. The calling once given to Israel in Exodus 19 is now extended to people from all nations. The church is a royal priestly community. God's people will reign on the earth. This does not mean they rule like worldly powers. It means they show God's reign through worship, witness, service, prayer, and faithful life.
Then many angels praise the Lamb. They give him power, wealth, wisdom, strength, honor, glory, and praise. Finally, every creature in heaven, on earth, under the earth, and in the sea worships God and the Lamb together. Revelation 5 clearly shows that Jesus Christ is worthy to receive worship with God. He is not only a messenger, he is the slain Lamb, the victorious King, and the center of heaven's worship.
The worship in Revelation 5 has 3 important features. First, it is missionary worship. Worship begins at the throne and moves toward all nations. Second, it includes both prayer and praise. Third, Jesus Christ is the center and object of worship. The main message is clear. God's kingdom is opened through Jesus Christ, the Lamb who was slain. By his cross and resurrection, he defeated evil and death and redeemed people from every nation. The church is called to live as a royal priestly community, joining in worship, prayer, and witness so that God's kingdom may be revealed on earth.